How are you? Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of dealing with the same thing right now. That's why I thought it would be a good idea if we focused on healing anything, dealing with any sort of heartache or whatever. So, does that sound like a good idea? Okay. So just relax, okay? I think we need to get centered first, so let's start with some deep breaths, okay? Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Okay. Just gonna get everything moving. Okay. Yeah, I know it can be up sometimes, but it's the way I look at it now, because I'm 27 now, and at some point you just kind of just have to learn that, it's just kind of part of everything. So, you just kind of like, all right, well, ow, but it is what it is, right? So, the one thing I've learned to do, and see it as, is, I'm not beholden to anything, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm still able to do what I want. I'm still, I still have myself. I'm still able to do the things that I like to do, and I'm not beholden to anything that wasn't right for me in the first place, if that makes any sense. So, that's how I look at it now. It's like, okay, well, I'm not beholden to anything that wasn't right for me in the first place. It might be something that kind of stings in the beginning, but now you get to just move on and see what else is out there and what's going on. And that's when surprises happen, apparently. Although, I was never a fan of surprises. Everybody can tell you who knows me. I'd just rather be told what's going on. I don't want to be like surprised, that's what's going on. I just want to be told what's going on. Like, I'm not I know it's weird, but I'm not a fan of surprise birthday parties. I had a bad experience with one. I'm not gonna talk about it. It's really dark, and it's not suited for this. But I'm not a fan of surprise birthday parties. I just rather know what's going on and be happy with that. But I'm not a big fan of surprises. But that's just kind of how life is. Life is just a bucket of surprises. Okay, now let's start with the work. I'm going to focus mainly on your third eye and your heart chakra tonight, because that's what I using the pink tourmaline, and I'm focusing on those 2 points. And pink tourmaline is really good for healing any sort of heart-related issues. So I've kept it with me very closely these last couple of days, weeks, even months. Well, I've only had it for a couple of weeks, so I can't say months, but if I had it for a couple of months, it feels like months, technically, in this current state of the world. But anyways, I've kept it with me very closely. Because it's really good for healing those sort of issues. In these sort of moments, you learn your value. You learn that maybe you may have been settling for less than you give yourself credit for. And that's never good. Because when you do that, you end up with people that only bring your vibration down. And I've gotten myself in a couple of those situations. And the spirits are trying to get my attention. They're like agreeing with me. They're like, yeah, that's true. But yeah. I found myself in a couple of those situations where I was with people who only brought my vibration down. So I've made it a very, very big focus of mine to only be with people who bring my vibration up. And if someone is going to be, do that, I want to make sure they're not around. And I hope, my guides, my spiritual team, I hope they make sure that happens, and they usually do. If they know something's up, or if someone has ill intentions, they usually find a way to, keep me as far away from them as possible. They will do everything in their power to, keep me separated from that person. I've seen it done. Strange inconveniences will happen, and you're just like, why is this happening? That's just my guides working for a reason that I may not be aware of, but, it is what it is, man. I know I say that a lot, but I say it a lot because I say it to remind myself that, there are things we can't change. There are things that happen that we can't do anything about, and that's okay. That's not for us to worry about. It is what it is. It may suck because it may not go in our favor, but that just means that there's something that suits us better, that we are going to receive. And instead of being upset about what we didn't get, we should be more excited about what we're going to get. So it's taken me 27 years to start developing that mentality, but I'm getting there. So I'm just starting to focus on not worrying about what I lost, but more about what I'm going to get, what is ahead of me. Because the glass half empty thing, it starts to drain you after a while. And I'm so used to being the glass half empty guy. But it's draining. just choose to see it half full, because it's just like you can probably like shift your energy and shift the situation to where things work out better in your favor if you just choose to see it half full. So, but when you get hit, you're gonna go through it. You're human. So like if you get hit with some like bad news in regards to anything, relationship wise or family wise, wherever it has to do with like your loved ones, people you care about, you're gonna feel it, you're gonna go through the motions, and that's part of the whole process. It's fine. But eventually you have to decide to not get comfortable in that sadness. You have to decide to start to see the glass half full, because if you don't, you're just wasting your energy on just being sad, and that's not good. It's not good. And I know some of us, we can't help it, it's not our fault that we go in those places, and I understand. And if that's the case, then I know you guys are trying your best, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. Just, take it day by day, step by step. But I know from my experience, that when it comes to these things, you have to make the choice to see it half full, because you'll just waste your energy seeing it in a negative light. So now I'm going to use some citrine. I'm going to focus on the third eye and your heart. Those pops you guys are hearing, that's the spirits agreeing. If they want to intervene, they're going to intervene, man. That's how it works. But that's just what it is, man. A lot of us, we're so used to getting comfortable in that sorrow, that when it happens, we're just kind of like, okay, I know what this is. It's just like, at the same time, it's just kind of shift your focus and be like, well, let's try seeing it from a different perspective and see kind of what we get out of that. I've always seen it from this perspective. Let's see if I can look at it from this perspective and see what I get from that. Just to experiment. You know what I'm saying? Just do that. Be like, let's just experiment. Let's see it from a more positive perspective and see what happens. You may be surprised. And I'm talking about more on the pleasant side, not the other side. Okay. I'm going to use my wand for a few seconds, and then I'm going to do some sigils, and then you should be good for the night. Like I said, man, I get it when you're in the middle of all of it, when you just got hit with the news or whatever the situation may be, and you're just being hit with it. You're gonna feel it, and it's okay. And it's okay to feel it. Feel it. Allow yourself to feel it, because that's the most important part. People don't tell you that, but the most important part is to feel it. Because if you don't feel it, it's just gonna tear you up. Like, it's gonna tear you at a later date. And it's gonna eat you from the inside out. So, you don't want that. I've let a lot of heartbreaking situations get me down the last couple of years. But when they say it does make you stronger, it really does make you stronger, because eventually you stop getting like upset about it and you just choose to just look at it from a different perspective. And it's necessary to get that knowledge. It really is necessary, because that's how you start to win in a way. And if you've ever seen that movie Uncut Gems, it's like that's how you win. That's how you win, when you learn that perspective. When you learn to see it from a very positive perspective instead of a negative perspective. So that's just some advice from my recent experience. Some sigils. And some light therapy as well, because it helps. But it's going to be a softer light, not the bright light. Almost done.